Today on the channel, new Mattel reveals, and this guy, Lemmy, he saves the collection. Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and my buddy Lemmy as well. And we got a story about Lemmy here in a little bit where he saved the entire collection last night. But as you guys know, WWE.com launched a bunch of pictures of brand new Mattel Elite, Basic, Fan Central, Ultimate Edition lineups today. And I figured, hey, we better talk about this. As normally I'd talk about it in weekly purchases, but weekly purchases was filmed late Friday night. These reveals came Saturday morning. So I figured, hey, might as well make a separate video about it, and we'll get it covered for this week. So without any further ado, let's go. Let's talk about it. First thing they showed, Basic 118 with Eric and Ivar. I'm just going to take the heavy hitters out of that set because, you know, the Finn Balor's of the world, the Jeff Hardy, we've had so many basics. Not going to really count them. Eric and Ivar, the Viking Raiders, getting their first basic was pretty cool. Eric had great tattoo work on these basics. I'm glad they didn't leave the tattoo work off these basics, that's for sure. But both really cool. If you need another Viking Raider, if you're a big Viking Raiders fan, you guys know me. I love face-painted wrestlers. But for me, these are a pass. I'm going to stick with my Elite versions. You know, I don't know about the Ivar either. The Ivar is a little bit, I don't know. There's something about those bigger basics they're making right now. They don't really have a neck. The proportions are just off a little bit. And we've seen them used a lot, and it looks like they're using that same thing for Ivar. I don't know, your mileage may vary on that, but those are going to be a pass for me. The one I will be picking up, they have the regular and the Chase edition, would be Austin Theory. That would be his first figure in WWE, Mattel, Elite, Basics, you name it, any kind of variety. That would be his first figure. And he's also getting the Chase, which I assume is the red tights version would be the Chase. So that's Austin Theory's first one. I'm sure we'll get a Basic down the line. But I'll probably be picking up this Basic because the Elite I just don't see coming anytime soon. But if it does get announced very soon, guess what? I'll skip the Basic and I will get the Elite. I'm sure a lot of you guys will do the same thing. But then we went into Elite 85. If you guys are following along, we just last week unboxed Elite 84 on the channel. We see in-packaging pictures of Elite 85 right now, so that means they got to be coming. I would expect pre-orders on Ringside Collectibles. Use discount code Kyle, save yourself 10%. Probably by Monday, I would think at this point. That's usually the way that ends up working out. But we saw Bray Wyatt, kind of an updated Firefly Funhouse Bray Wyatt. I'm not sure about the orangish colored pants. Something about those look a little weird for me. We do get Huskus the Pig, extra set of hands with that one. So not all is lost, I guess you would say. But an okay figure. I'd have to see that one in hand to make my final decision. We also saw Karrion Kross, Killer Kross, Karrion Kross, whatever you want to call him. Love this figure. First time in the line. Definitely going to have to pick that bad boy up. There's no passing that one up for me. Soft goods leather jacket. Very cool figure. The tattoo work is bright and very cool. I can't wait to get that either. Just a really cool figure. First time in the line. I got to think that's going to be one of the heavy hitters in the lineup for sure. Aleister Black returning to the Mattel Elite line. Probably my favorite modern day wrestler is Aleister Black. Him and I are old friends. We hung out one time in Chicago. I'll never forget it. Talked about our old buddy Boss Rutan. We talked for hours or minutes. I can't remember. Somebody fact check that. Maybe my daughter could. Aleister Black, though, really cool. We're getting him with, I believe that was his WrestleMania jacket from last year's WrestleMania. Really cool with the horns on it and stuff. Talk about toyetic figure. That's Aleister Black. Hopefully he's not done with the WWE. We haven't seen him since his wife was fired. Hopefully he's still around. We'll see what happens with him in the future. We also saw Liv Morgan. This one was teased way back when. We knew this was coming. We just didn't quite know where it was going. Comes with that bathrobe, the failed gimmick that was promoted for a couple of weeks and then really went nowhere. We're getting that Liv. Not terrible. I'm glad we got it. We know her last Elite was very popular, but that was a collector's edition, limited to Target only. So we'll see what happens when we go mainline with this Liv Morgan. Will the people buy it? Will it be a peg warmer? We'll see where that one goes. There's not a lot of peg warmers these days, but we do see females traditionally peg warm when they're in the regular Elite lineup. So we'll see how that ends up going and shaking out. We also saw the collector's edition. Kama, Godfather, Papa Shango. He's had many gimmicks over the years. Hopefully we get the Nation Kama next. That would be the best one to get. But we're getting another one, a new generation star, I guess you would call it. Really happy to get that one. I'm always happy to get those kind of figures. Some of the deep cuts, the flashbacks, I wish we could get more of them, but that's in Elite 85 as well. I believe I want to say that's probably the Walmart exclusive. It's hard to keep track at this point, but it will be in there. We also saw in Elite 85, Becky Lynch is returning to the line. It's been a little bit. I don't know how well this is going to go. We're going to have 2 females in that Elite lineup. That'll be really interesting. We don't see that very often, but we'll see Becky in there, and she's got her title belt, Money in the Bank briefcase. Just probably our last Becky figure for a while. We'll see if she comes back anytime soon, but it seems like it's been a really long time since we've got a Becky Lynch figure in the Elite lineup. And then one I know a lot of people are excited about from last year's WrestleMania, the Boneyard match, The Undertaker. The Undertaker always sells well. That was a very cool match, a very cool concept. I think a lot of people like that, and a lot of people will be picking that up, including my boy Lemmy right here. He'll be getting that one for sure. And that's Elite 85. So like I said, pre-order probably coming to ringside. I would think today, tomorrow, Monday at the latest. So get your wallets ready. You're going to have to pre-order that bad boy very, very soon. And then we saw the Ultimate Edition Series. Is it 8 now? I think we're up to Ultimate Edition Series 8. We did not see in-pack pictures, so something tells me these aren't quite ready to ship yet. I do have these pre-ordered for Ringside Collectibles as well. Use discount code Kyle, save 10%. But the Edge and the Macho Man. Very, very cool. This Edge figure is next level. We just got a recent Edge, a cool figure with this Ultimate Edition with the jacket. Awesome, awesome. Very solid. Love the heavy metal hands, the horns, and all that. The only thing I'm not real sure about is that second head with the hair going back like he's doing mid-spear. I guess if you display your in-action, your figures in action, like on a flight stand or something, like a Marvel Legends or a Star Wars maybe that works out pretty good. But I'm definitely not using that head. I guess long story short, I'm not using that head for mine. That's the way I'm doing it. So there you go. There's that Edge. And then we saw the Macho Man, and talk about a throwback. This one brings me back. I vividly remember back in the day going to Target to get the Hasbro version of this Macho Man. It's a really cool touch to the past, I feel, with the Ultimate Edition Macho Man here. Very cool. You got the green, neon green hat, the white jacket. This is basically an announcer Macho Man, I think, is basically what it's from, but very cool. Macho Man in the Ultimate lineup. You know it's going to sell. People are going to want that. That's going to be a popular figure, and probably on a lot of best of 2021 lists for a lot of people out there. Macho Man Mania is an all-time high, as we all know from Pro Wrestling Tees yesterday, and there's 6 Macho Man figures they dropped. So we know that's going on. We also saw a new updated 2-pack. The last 2-pack we had was Mr. T and Roddy Piper, which is a phenomenal set if you haven't picked that up. Hopefully that gets out in wider distribution. The prices are a little high on that. I gotta think they'll come down once they start trugging through. But we're getting Jeff Hardy and Triple H. I know there's a lot of Jeff Hardy maniacs out there that are going to be excited. There's a lot of people that equate Jeff Hardy like I equate the Ultimate Warrior. Nothing wrong with that. A lot of people are going to be excited for this Jeff Hardy Triple H 2-pack. It's almost a 2-in-1 Jeff Hardy, as you get the Hardy Boys jersey, which I think a lot of people have wanted. I could see some Matt Hardy customs with that possibly down the road as well. Get the Intercontinental title, and then you get the mesh shirt for Jeff Hardy on that one. Not as cool to me as the Piper and Mr. T pack, but still a pretty cool, solid set. I'll definitely pick it up. But you know me, I'm a completist. I pick all of them up. I'm sure that'll be coming for pre-order on Ringside very soon. And then finally, the final thing we saw was the next set of fan takeovers. As you guys know, I just got a couple of fan takeovers this week. Still waiting on Ricky Steamboat to come. Hopefully he'll be here next week. But then the next series. The next series looks a heck of a lot stronger than the series we got right now shipping from Amazon. When you got Johnny Gargano in his Wolverine outfit, that is awesome. That is what I want. I love Marvel Legends. I love Marvel. Wolverine is my favorite. A little WWE Wolverine crossover. Sign me up all day long. I'll take that figure. Very cool. A little bit, they worked around the copyrights pretty good on that one, for my beliefs on that at least. We also saw Christian. With Christian coming back to the Royal Rumble, this is going to be a hot figure. A lot of people are going to want this one. This is basically a re-release, though. I can't remember if it was like Elite Series 6 or 8 or something like that, but we basically got that same Christian back in the day in these tights and everything else. It looks like the head scan is maybe updated a hair, but if you already have this, I could see some people passing on it because, hey, we've had this before. But we do get a new shirt. You get extra hands. You get a title belt with it. So I'll be picking it up, and I'm sure a lot of other people will as well, especially if Christian's return to the ring. Hopefully it's not just a one-shot appearance. Hopefully he's got a couple more in him. We'll see. Something tells me we'll see Roman Reigns, Jey Uso versus Edge and Christian somewhere. Maybe the next pay-per-view. I don't know. But very cool to get a Christian out there. And then one that was a sleeper one, the X-Pac. I think this is the best one in the set. It's late 2000s X-Pac, I want to say. Comes with the extra cane mask. I don't really remember that angle, but I'm sure that's part of a feud there with him and X-Pac. And I know they were teamed for a while back in the day too. But really cool with the NWO shirt, the headband. We haven't had an X-Pac figure in a while. It's been a little bit since I think that Flashback Series 1, was it? Walmart exclusive a couple years ago. So it's been a while. And then once again, Randy Orton, very similar to the Christian. I think this will be the peg warmer of the set, if that is kind of a thing. But it's a throwback Randy Orton figure. We've had that Randy Orton figure pretty close to that in the past, but there's so many new collectors now. What is old is new again. I guess that goes for that in the Christian. But a very solid Series 2 of the Fan Takeover lineup. That would be an Amazon exclusive, so watch Amazon for pre-orders and all that kind of fun stuff. So a lot of results, a lot of things shown to us by Mattel via WWE.com today. I'm a buyer for all of them, but thought we'd talk about it quick instead because we didn't get in the weekly purchases video. And then story time. This little corgi poo, my boy Lemmy, my old friend, he saved the day last night. I'm in the other room. I'm downstairs in the other room. And I'm in my furnace room working on some figures, putting some stuff together, and he comes running in there, and he starts like poking me with his nose. Like, what the heck does he want? Usually maybe he needs to go outside, maybe he wants a treat or something, but not this time. It was like a true Lassie moment. Just call me Timmy from now on. Lemmy saved the day in the figure room, literally right above my head, the ceiling. My daughter was in the shower, and she forgot to shut the shower curtain. So you can imagine the hilarity that ensued there as the floor got full of water, and what did it do? It started dripping down through the house. And I have a vent right above my head, and water was pouring out of that vent. And my boy Lemmy comes, gets me, nudges me over there, brings me to the scene of the crime to show me, hey, something's not right here. Talk about a smart dog. That's why he's my favorite. That's why he's my buddy. That's why he gets an extra bone like last night as a treat. But if I was not down here, or let's say I was gone or something, it would have been an absolute disaster. There would have been water everywhere. The carpet would have probably had to been pulled up. Who knows? I had some figures that are on card on the floor that were just inches away from getting soaked. It would have been a disaster. Absolute disaster. So we all got to thank Lemmy, being that dog he is, saving the day. What a man. What a guy. What a good pup. Gotta love him. But yeah, could have been real bad. I could have had to replace all kinds of drywall in the ceiling. But no, Lemmy saved the day. He did it right. He did the right thing. Like a young lassie, he must have a little bit of collie in him somewhere. Thank you, Lemmy. Let's all give him a shout out. Send treats to him. He would appreciate it. But there you go. That's the new Mattel reveals and a little Lemmy saves the day of the action figure collection story time. And until next time, for old Lemmy and myself, we'll see you guys all real soon. Right, little buddy.